When y is a function of x, when you're in the situation of y equals f of x, this function notation affords us a really convenient shorthand to ask some common questions that come up all the time. For example, suppose that you want to find the y that corresponds to a particular x value. Find the y paired with, maybe I'm interested in the y that goes with x equals 2. This is a lot to write, and this is annoying to type all of this all the time. So instead of writing that, we can translate that into shorthand with the following function notation. I would say simply evaluate, find the value of f, and in the input box, I'll put the specified x value of 2. Put in an input of x equals 2 and tell me what y is returned from that. In general, if you're asked to evaluate and you're given your function with a number in the input box, a number in x's position, this is shorthand for specifying, giving you x equals number, and they're asking you what is y? What is y corresponding to that? Okay, now compare that with another similar question. Suppose somebody wanted to ask for, find the x's paired with a particular y value. Let's say I want to find the x's paired with y equals 2. With y equals 2. Again, this is a lot to write down. So in function notation, we've developed a shorthand. We are going to say, find the x's paired with y equals 2. So instead of replacing the x with 2 in function notation, we're going to go in and replace y with 2 in function notation. And I'm going to say, let us solve 2 in y's position equals f of x. This is our shorthand for find the x's paired with y equals 2. And so if someone in general says, solve f of x equals some number on the far side of the equals sign here, and x is left as a variable, since x is left as a variable, the implication is that they don't know what number x should be. So what is x? And they are specifying, they are giving you y is this number. That's what they're specifying. They want to know the x's that are paired with that. That's our shorthand in function notation. Okay, let's try it out with this table. They say in this following example, evaluate f of 2. Now, take a moment and think. When they say evaluate f of 2, 2 inside the parenthesis, what are they giving you? Is this saying that x should be 2 or that y should be 2? Because 2 has taken up the position on the inside, in the input box, where x usually goes, that means that they're giving me x equals 2. And so let me look in the table for where x equals 2, and let me report back the corresponding output value, the corresponding y value. y equals 7. Okay, part B, where they say f of x equals 2, where this time 2 is on the far side of the equal sign, this is specifying, okay, what's given this time, now that 2 is outside, now that it's over the equal sign, this time I'm specifying that the y value, the output value, should be 2. So I'm going to look in this table for where the output is 2, and I'm going to report to them the corresponding x value. Okay, and let's try with an equation. Evaluate f of 2. That means that x equals 2 is given, and they want the corresponding output. So I'm going to go into this formula, which tells me what I should do to x to get the output that is associated with that. It says you should take your x value and you should multiply that by -4. And you should add 2 to the result. And if you do that work, that number is the corresponding output. It's the corresponding y value. Now compare that with solve f of x equals 2. Solve f of x equals 2. 2, far side of the equal sign, is replacing the f of x, is replacing the output. So I would go into the formula and put 2 into the f of x position, into the output position, and solve for x. Subtract 2 from both sides, divide both sides by -4, and 0 divided by any number is 0 again. So if x is equal to 0, then I will have my desired output of 2.